Hey guys and welcome, this is Hot Alpha Female, and right now I want to give you 7 tips that are going to be the most effective ways to approach any woman, anywhere, anytime. So hopefully you enjoy, and here we go. So the first one is having confident and positive body language. So I guess the opposite of this would be approaching a woman and having your shoulders slouched, not making proper eye contact with her, your head's down. The way in which you walk is kind of undeliberate. It's just kind of like, very arty-farty, nervous. You're twitching all over the place. All these, maybe the sweat coming down. You're laughing too easily, and she can just tell. I mean, from a woman's perspective, when there's such a difference when there's a guy who approaches you and you just know, like, he's confident, he doesn't, whatever you say is not going to affect him. And then there's other guys where that approach you and you're just like, what's up with this dude? There's just something not right about him. I mean, and you can tell that he's worried or he's scared or he's anxious to talk to you, and because you can sense that, it all communicates this sense of insecurity, this neediness, and this lack of confidence, which is an instant turn off for women. So confident, positive body language, very important. So, and the second reason, which I think is tied in with the first reason I gave you, is to be unapologetic for anything that you do. There's nothing worse than opening up a line with a girl and going, oh, I'm really sorry, but I just had to say you're beautiful. I mean, what are we supposed to say to that? Like, are we supposed to be like, oh no, that's okay, pat on the shoulder? I mean, we can't even respond to that. And so, I mean, I'm sure you guys know people in your life who are always apologizing for their actions or something they've said, or, for who they are as a person. Who knows? And after a while, I mean, you can give them sympathy, but after a while, it just gets incredibly annoying that this person feels the need to apologize for everything that they do. And the same applies to women. When you approach them, there's nothing worse than saying sorry for anything that you do. In fact, like I said in the first point, you should really be deliberate about your actions and your speech patterns, and you should really own the space that you're in. Don't apologize for anything that you do, ever. So third tip. The third tip is less is so much more. And what I mean by this is there's nothing worse than going up to a woman and then, engaging with her in a conversation and then spilling out your guts on your life story or some really horrible situation you're in right now, and just to vent or, just to fill up talking time. When you approach a woman, it's really important to add a bit of mystery to it all. Save a little for later. Get her intrigued. Get her curious about, what's the whole deal with you. Women love that, I tell you, because and it's like human characteristic. I mean, our brains, we love closure. We don't like things unfinished. So if you can kind of create this emotional reaction from her and leave her hanging there, she has to call you, or she has to, pick up the phone the next time you call her, or she has to give you her email, her phone number, so that you guys can get in contact again and she can find out the answer to whatever intrigue that you've caused in her mind. So I would definitely recommend to leave her in the dark on certain subjects. You can always fill her in later. Just on the approach, keep it light. Don't talk about anything too deep and meaningful, and just kind of be a little mysterious. Very important. Okay, and so now the fourth tip, let me just check. Okay, fourth tip is really important, and that is you have to be able to read the situation. When I say approach women anytime, I mean that you have to be able to create an environment and a relationship, in a sense, with this woman so that you can actually go and approach her successfully. Now, I'm sure you guys have come across girls that you're just like, oh my gosh, I need to get to know her. She's hot, or she seems like she's got an awesome personality, or whatever. She catches your attention, but you can tell that her attention is focused on something else at the time. Maybe she's busy with work. Maybe she's, there's people around her that are hassling her, or maybe she's in a bad mood. Maybe something happened to her and that, she could smile, or she's normally friendlier, but at this current point in time, she's not being you know, how she normally is. And so I will say, yes, you can approach a woman anywhere, anytime, but there can be the wrong time and the wrong place, and you need to know how to convert the wrong time and the wrong place into the right time and the right place, and that is something that you can do very, very easily. So that was the 4th tip. Now the 5th tip is to be able to create comfort. Women are always concerned about their safety, and so you have to be able to assess the situation and kind of not get like, one of the things is not get sexual too early. Don't start making incredibly sexual jokes about her, or, you know, just anything like that. It creeps us out. Like, it really freaks us out, and we just think, oh my gosh, we're gonna get away from this guy before he does something scary. And you know, it's definitely not going to help in the whole approach thing. It's really important that a woman knows, likes, and trusts you, and that she feels safe with you if she wants to do anything with you, like give you your phone number, speak to you ever again, go on a date with you, any of that. She needs to be able to trust you, that you're not going to take advantage of her, and that you're a place that she can go to that's safe. So really, really important. And I also want to add quickly that, you know, when you're at a club, slapping a girl on the butt, or being in the car and yelling out "you're hot," or, you know, some really stupid obvious thing or something like that, totally doesn't work, and it just results in conversations with our girlfriends going, what does that guy expect us to do when he says that? Does he expect us to just jump in the car and go, yeah, let's go, you know? It just doesn't work, so just stop doing it. Okay, and the sixth most effective way to approach a woman, I would say, is to open in an indirect manner. The best way is to open with kind of like a conversation starter, and you can do this by, you know, asking her opinion about something, not something derogatory about yourself, but something that's, you know, light and fun and interesting to talk about. You can introduce yourself to her, just say your name. Hey, my name's Tim, how's it going, you know, what's up? Just being cool, calm, and casual about it. No fancy pickup lines, no fancy props. I mean, you don't have to overcomplicate it. It's really quite simple. Or alternatively, you can pick something common in your environment. Maybe, you know, you're waiting for a plane and the plane is delayed, and you can just start something up about that. Or maybe the weather, or maybe, you know, pick something out that you both are sharing, an experience you're both sharing at the moment, but kind of, and use that to open the conversation, and from then it can flow on much easier. So that's my 6th tip. Now the 7th tip is you have to be prepared to deal with roadblocks effectively. And by roadblocks, I mean these are kind of what I also call shit tests. And these are tests and challenges that women will put in front of you to see kind of like how good you are, like, or how worthy you are of her giving out her number. Because especially if she's an attractive woman, she will get a lot of approaches every day, whether that be people yelling out to her, or actually approaching her, asking her for a number, looking at her, staring at her, and, you know, any of that. She gets a lot of approaches every day, and so she will create some tests for you to go, okay, what makes you stand out from the crowd? Why should I give you my number as opposed to all the other guys that approached me? And some of these can be in the form of, like, you know, oh no, I have a boyfriend, or no, I'm not interested, or no, I'm sorry, I've got to go, see you later, I'm really busy. And being able to assess whether or not she's being truthful, or whether or not it is a roadblock or a shit test, if you want to call it, is a skill that you need to require as well. Being able to read a woman, notice her body language, notice her speech patterns, notice where her eyes are going, all of that, how she's holding herself, is a really important skill in approaching a woman effectively as well. So you basically have to know how to deal with these tests, which they will come up pretty much at any point in time, not just in an approach, but further on down the track, and you need to be able to deal with these as quickly and as effectively as possible. So those are my 7 tips, and so if you guys want to know more, about how to have confident body language, how to be unapologetic for who you are and the presence that you exude, how to communicate so much more while doing less, how to read a situation that a girl is in and create an environment where anytime, anywhere is appropriate to approach her, how to create comfort, how to approach effectively in an indirect manner, bringing in different sorts of things into the conversation, and how to deal with shit tests and roadblocks, then you guys are going to have to see my next video, because I'm going to explain it all more in depth. So those of you that are interested, I'll see you in the next video, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.